We're completely double blind, which means we have no idea what is in this glass, but we're going to let you know whether it's something that us and you should be interested in. This removes all the bias and gets right down to the nitty gritty. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. We are back with another completely blind tasting. Like we said, removes all the bias, lets you know without any labels or price tags influencing us what this glass is all about.
Yeah.
So we've drawn it at random from our blind sample pool, full of a bunch of things, most of which we've never tried before, so there's no familiarity. And we're going to smell it, taste it, let you know what we think about it. We'll find out the price before we find out what we're drinking and react to that based on what we tasted in the glass.
Yep.
Before we do the reveal at the end, let's get right into it. Oh, I should note, by the way, as Erin's smelling, we're going to run this one completely uncut. We're doing a week of uncut videos.
Thank you for telling me this.
We're doing a week of uncut videos on the channel just so you can see all the behind the scenes, although there's not really much for these. These are pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
What do you think on the nose?
It smells like whiskey. There's nothing jumping out at me. It smells like it's supposed to smell. I'm not getting a ton. That doesn't mean it's bad. There's just nothing that's jumping out.
Yeah, it just smells really bourbony to me, like a pretty, moderately decent bourbon. Smells like good, solid bourbon.
Yeah.
Nothing's jumping out per se.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more vanilla forward than anything. I'm getting a little bit more of that. But other than pretty straightforward.
If I'm like really searching for something to say, I could pick up like a tiniest hint of barnyard, which kind of makes me think it's like a craft whiskey.
Okay.
But like I'm really searching for that, so I don't hold me to it.
And I'm not getting that at all.
Yeah.
So let's get this on the palate.
This tastes pleasant.
Yeah. I mean,
Did I get like a peanut butter? Is this like the first time I'm getting like for real getting like peanut butter?
I could go there with you. It has a little bit of like just typical bourbony corn sweetness.
Yeah.
And a little bit of that kind of peanut buttery, it has that texture kind of.
Yeah, I want to taste it again and
of
see.
like sugary peanut butter. Let's get back into it. Yeah. I mean, that's nothing standing out as being amazing in this glass,
Yeah.
but it's good quality, what seemingly tastes like Kentucky bourbon. If it's not that, then
Yeah, it doesn't taste craft.
Yeah.
Again, with that note, that was searching for it, but it's pretty middle of the road as far as proof goes. I think it's like maybe 100 proof, maybe less. I don't think it's above 100 proof. It doesn't come off with a lot of spice. As far as like heat, there is like the baking spices that people say, like cinnamon, clove, nutmeg. Not a ton of cinnamon, not a ton of it, but like the overall baking spice warmth, like when you walk into a kitchen and someone's baking, that's kind of what I'm getting, but no spicy like heat.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That's such a good note. It definitely has that warmth of a kitchen that somebody's cooking, baking some things in specifically. The finish is quite nice for what it is. Like, again, I think you're right. It's kind of in that 90 to 100 proof range. It tastes like. It's how it drinks. I find it to be a really enjoyable experience overall. This is the type of thing that could be kind of flexible for me. I could more than likely just throw it in a rocks glass, just not on ice. I don't typically like bourbon that's cold.
Yeah.
But I could throw this in a rocks glass neat and just sip this as I'm, grilling out or hanging out or whatever, watching a movie. Or I could put it in a Glencairn and pay attention to it a little bit, but it's not bowling me over with, anything standoutish about it. It just seems like good quality, solid bourbon.
Yeah, I'm going to give this a thumbs up for now to see, depending on the price. It's probably not something I would reach for all the time, but to Josh's point, it's a good kind of summertime, because I feel like it's a little bit lighter proof. It's a summertime drink for me because it's not going to bowl me over with heat on a hot day. I could drink this neat outside on a hot day and still be perfectly fine.
Yeah, 100% agree. I mean, it feels like the type of thing you could put in a cocktail as well.
Are you giving it a
rating?
rating?
Thumbs up.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it.
I think it serves its purpose perfectly well. I think a lot of bottles out there in that, $30 to $50 range kind of fall in line with this. It feels like it might even have a little bit more on it than that because the finish is just quite nice. The finish is sticking around better than a lot of $30 bottles.
I will say it does have a good finish. It lingers so that you get the flavor for a long time.
Yeah, it's faint but lingering with this really pleasant barrel spice. Like it's nice. It's a very nice pour.
Yeah.
58 in our pool. What's the price tag, milady?
This is $90.
Yeah.
I'm not
surprised.
I'm not mad at it, but I probably wouldn't pay $90 for that experience. So I am going to have to go just okay. It's still enjoyable. I just think for that price, I want a little bit more of a journey.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. I'm just okay as well. Doesn't mean we don't like it.
Yeah.
Again, we both said we do like it.
Yeah.
It's just for $90. I'm personally going to reach for an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof or a National Barrel Company single barrel or a Russell single barrel or a Rare Breed or something like that. I'm going to want a little bit more proof, a little bit more oomph. But if you're somebody who does like lower proof stuff, this is well crafted.
Yeah, or if it's not low proof, it drinks low proof. So
Right.
that's something to note. I'm not sure what it is yet, but we'll find out.
Let's find out what we're
Just
drinking.
about now. Oh, okay. It is low proof. It's 90 proof. This is Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 23.
Oh, okay.
And this is thanks to Mike James.
Okay.
Is this
Mike, thanks.
Is this hard to find or something?
Well, they do these voyages. First off, let's go ahead and just say Jefferson's Ocean. I think we all know it's kind of a gimmicky thing, but it
is?
does work.
Okay.
They put the whiskey in barrels, and then they put those on a ship, and it goes out on the sea,
I've
and you get
heard
all
of
the
that. Yeah.
turbulence and the
Okay.
whirvy-turviness. It's definitely not a phrase that exists, but
Swirly twirly gumdrops.
yeah. So it's in there like getting aggravated in the barrel. And allegedly maybe some influence from the sea air as well.
Okay.
And it ages out there at least for some period of time.
Gotcha.
And then they bring it back in and they bottle it up. This particular one, 23, I think is regarded as one of the best ones.
It's good.
If memory serves me correctly. I could be wrong on
Yeah.
that, but if memory serves correctly, 23 was kind of a really revered batch.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very good.
Yeah. For 90 proof, it drinks nicely.
Yeah.
Like for the lower proof, because I thought sub 100, but I didn't think much below 100. But 90's a decent amount lower, and I think it drank well for that.
I think it's the finish being nice.
The finish
as nice
being
as it is.
like
yeah.
a little lingering. Yeah.
And this all makes sense, to be honest. Like you're going to be paying for. I mean, the bottle's gorgeous. You're gonna be paying for some of that. You're gonna be paying for this aging at sea thing
Yeah.
that they have to recoup costs for that.
Yep.
You know, you're paying for all those things when you buy a product like this. It is a blended product as well that should be crafted to a higher degree than like stuff that's $30 on the shelf.
Gotcha.
Which
yeah.
I kind of suggested 30 to 50, and it tastes better than some things I've tasted in that price range. So all those things line up, as well as, at least for me personally, this lines up with my rating. I see Jefferson's Ocean on the shelf, and I never look at it and say, that's probably trash bourbon, but I also don't look at it and say, I have to have a bottle for the price that they want for it.
Right.
So this all lines up. If you are a Jefferson's Ocean fan, if you have several of the releases and you've tried 23, please let us know in the comments how it stacks up compared, how 23 stacks up compared to some of the other
Some
batches.
of the other ones, yeah.
Because
Love to know.
if modern batches are this level of quality, and we often get people that, email us and ask, hey, I'm looking for something that's low proof, easy sipping that I could get as a gift or something for somebody who, likes bourbon, but may not spend much on a bottle. I want to get them something nice. Maybe that's kind of that's the market share that Jefferson's exists within.
Yeah.
Or if you just personally, again, like lower proof. But if you like this video, this style of content, typically there's some more editing and stuff. But we just wanted to kind of run it straight through so you guys
Grip it
can
and rip
see.
it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we do over here. Like the video, think about subscribing to the channel. It only gets you more of our videos and more unbiased opinions on things in our glasses. And I think that's about it. With your glasses, you can tell them about our Patreon community.
Oh, it's the best community in the world. Like, not just on the internet, but in the world. So if you'd like to be a part, come join us on Patreon, and we will give you access to our Discord, which is where everyone hangs out. Yeah. So it's kind of fun.
Good people, good whiskey.
Yep.
That's where we release our barrel picks. They go in tiered order, and there's even a free tier over on Patreon that you can sign up for if all the paid tiers. If we go through those with barrel picks and there are bottles available, those will open up to the free tier.
Oh, yeah.
So make sure you check that out over there as well. And you can get cool shirts like this. I would definitely put this in this shirt, and I would put this in this glass that's on this shirt. It's a rocks glass.
Oh, you were pointing to the wine glass. Okay.
I was doing the thing where, you tell me, like, when I point at things, I'm like, hey, look at this. And I put my finger right on the thing I point at.
Yeah.
I put it beside it so they could see what I was pointing to.
The only problem with that is you put it on something else.
Oh, my
So you can't put it beside it and on something else. You'd have to, like, put it, like, here.
This
or
glass.
Here, or here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would put it in this glass and enjoy this.
Yes.
And anyways.
There you go.
That's it for this one.
Oh, man. Be good to each other, guys. And until next time, cheers.
Cheers.
Well, that was a mess.
It was fine.